Oh, few questions. Yes. Yes. Oh.
Respected sir, I got a question. I have been performing Vipassana meditation, taught to me by our respected uncle and our guru, S.N. Goenkaji. In this process of performing Vipassana, I find that we are observing our sensation, our emotions, which are just creating every moment of time through the breathing and all those things. Now, I find that slowly, whatever emotions which are there in the unconscious mind are getting eradicated. I find that one. My question here is, in case if I find that all my emotions which are there, or samskaras which are there in my unconscious mind, just totally gets eradicated, and the new are not getting formed, will I not be able to get enlightenment, or will I not be able to get moksha or the mukti? This is the one question which has been hunting me since long.
Okay. Yes, it is true. As I already mentioned, our daily life, materialistic life, we almost slave of sensorial consciousness. Now, not letting we become slave of sensorial consciousness, but main consciousness. So thinking on main consciousness, then eventually, you see, you find something empty. Usually you see too much seeing, hearing these things. Stop these things, then just meditate, just concentrate on chit, consciousness, and gradually the feeling of five senses of organs reduce. Then gradually you find something empty and just clear light. So meditate or concentrate because of that there. Then gradually duration of that period can increase. The more time to just, meditate on, just think about the very nature of consciousness, empty, clear light. Then your consciousness becoming deeper. So there are different level of consciousness, grosser level of consciousness. Then dream time or deep sleep, another level of consciousness. Then at the time of dying, deepest consciousness. So there are cases, people, after, the brain stop, body still remain fresh. So one of my American scientist, brain specialist, now he already create one project to investigate those people who after death, clinically dead, brain dead, but still body remain fresh. That is, that person, brain activities stop. When the breathing stop, then brain work stop, dead. But still, person, body still remain fresh. Why? The subtle consciousness still in the body. So in my own teacher, his case, 13 days remain that way. Sometimes, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks remain like that. So that is the experiencing the deepest consciousness. So that consciousness go from this body to next new body. So that most subtle level consciousness is pure. Sometimes we call Buddha nature. Kasa, tata kata karva. Because of that, there is possibility all the negative emotion, very much based on ignorance, and also on the level of grosser level. So we can eliminate all destructive emotion through that kind of practice. Okay, next question.
Your Holiness, belated birthday wishes to you. Belated birthday wishes. Happy birthday for last week, and thank you so much for your wonderful words this morning. One question that I have, which is one that I get asked a lot as a teacher of religion and philosophy, is do you think we will ever live in a world where one day there will be complete equality for all beings?
Through education, I believe. You see, within this century, if we make effort and a proper, or say, a systematic sort of way, then I think within this century, new generation who come through more complete form of education, then maybe more peaceful, I feel. Then, after this century, I think due to global warming, I think the world itself, whether it exists or not. One ecologist, one Chinese ecologist, he also say, I think, Nobel laureate. So, according to his sort of thinking, within next 4 or 5 decades, then world may become desert, no water. So at least I think till end of this century, I think we can make, through effort, we can create humanity with sense of global responsibility and based on genuine sense of brotherhood, sisterhood. I think possible, I feel. So in any way, optimistic, much better than pessimistic. Next question.
Pranams, Your Holiness. My name is Hari. My question is, why are we here? Why are we meeting you? Why are we only meeting you compared to the 7 billion people? How is this connected? What's the purpose of existence in life?
And if you accept creator, then ask creator. I don't know. According to Indian tradition, then karmic link. So life after life, not just one life. So we have some connection in previous lives. Sometimes maybe in different galaxies, but create some karmic link. Then, after a few, eons, we born another sort of galaxies or planet and come together. That's, you see, according to the tradition, belief, Atma, no beginning, no end, go like that. And differences come through karmic. Karma is action and motivation, like that. Okay.
What's the purpose?
Purpose. I have sort of simple sort of answer. Purpose of our life is happiness is our purpose of our life, including insect. They also want happy life. They do not want disturbances. So once we lost, self-confidence or something, then that very sort of motivation shortened your life, and worse thing than suicide. So our life, existence of our life, very much depend on hope. Hope means something good. So therefore, very purpose of our life is happy life. That's my view. And then one to achieve nirvana. Also, you see, we want permanent happiness. So cessation of all suffering. All these motivation is we want permanent happiness. Okay, the next question.
Hello, Your Holiness. Thank you for seeing us. My question is a combination of mine and one of my students, Natalie, who's a bit shy and she didn't want to stand up. Earlier you talked about compassion and non-violence and ways in which we should behave in the world. How do we deal when other people are not as compassionate or as kind? How do we maintain those actions? And, you know, in a world, as Natalie has said, in a materialistic world, how do we manage and live in a positive way with those things in mind?
Now, according to present sort of condition, difficult. So we have to think the education should complete not only talking material value, but include how to bring peaceful mind. So it takes time, but possible. Otherwise, to change the present generation, very difficult. They already, develop their own lifestyle, and according the modern education, materialistic life. So difficult to change. But it is possible. Now, beginning of 21st century, if we make effort and a proper plan, then after 20 years, 30 years, I think a new generation who come from that kind of education will be more different. So there is possibility. Everything depends on our effort. And here I think combine our brain, analyze the situation. And we should start realistic method which help our intelligence. Then determination, willpower from heart, determined. As they make effort tirelessly.
So you think that us now, us who are here now, not obviously these guys' generation, but us that are here now, when we're faced with hate or racism or discrimination, yet we want to maintain compassion for the other people, how do we manage that?
I think when you quarrel with someone, then if you because of the response, same way, anger, then that negative attitude increasing. So the other side, some negative attitude, but try to cool down. Then there is possibility. Eventually, because of that atmosphere, no longer. I think Chinese case, my case, no matter what, you see, there are criticism. You see, we remain, for example, one occasion, one Chinese official described me as a demon. So some the media people asked me that. So then my response is, oh, I'm demon with horn. Then you say, no problem. No matter what their criticism. Important is myself, my motivation, sincere, compassionate. Then the criticism other. Sometimes instead of feel angry, but feel or feel bitterness or compassion. How they are sort of ignorant. And also sometimes deliberately, you see, baseless criticism, feel compassion, not anger.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes?
Sir, you just mentioned purpose of life is happiness.
What?
You just mentioned purpose of life is happiness. Most of us are financially very successful, but if someone asks, are you happy? The question remains. There is a lot of anxiety and uncertainty. What should one do to overcome that and be happy?
You see, at material level, even you own the whole world, still you may find, oh, still I want more. In some past history, you see, one royal family in India, of course, India story. Then he eventually, you see, he become very, very sort of powerful, very rich. And then the story says, Brahma, yes. One day, is a Brahma and himself is to sit together. Then at that moment, he feel, I should be first, then Brahma. As soon as that kind of feeling comes, he fell down. So you see, desire, discontentment, I want that, I want more, no end. There is sort of saying, the rich person, mentally, always something, I said, I always want more and more, discontentment. That person always is unhappy. And then beggar, you see, daily life also difficult, but not much sort of desire or greed. And sleep soundly. So there is such saying, 가사 추부지 이게 좀 추댕해지기 관람대 의무지 그렇지 되게 사실.
So the story, the moral is that at the door, the threshold of the door of a rich person, and a beggar could sleep very soundly.
All this is happiness and anxiety. These are related with mind, not the reality. Mental level, someone poor, but mentally feel very happy, then no problem. Someone is mentally not happy, then all the facility, they are still unhappy. So ultimately, happiness, unhappiness, anxiety related with motivation, the emotion. So training of our mind, our emotion, is very important. I'm Buddhist. My own sort of practice, you see, and we usually use to describe entire sentient being as mother sentient being. That teaching, very good. So I practice that daily. As soon as I wake up, I remember that and thinking. So long space remain, I will remain in order to serve, or so long space remain, suffering of sentient beings remain, I will remain in order to serve them. That is my source of my determination. So, in my mind, entire sentient being is my dearest friend, no enemy. Even some sort of ghost, I feel very close. So no fear. Sometimes the people, ask me, they find some kind of ghost or something. Then, with my confidence, I told them, I practice entire sentient being as a mother sentient being. So, including these ghosts. So I told that person, that ghost and me, I think I have more compassion here, more inner strength. So on my picture put beside that person bed. Oh, I told. So I need further investigation. I feel that. You see, entire sentient being, mother sentient being, all want happiness, do not want suffering, but suffering continuously because of self-centered, narrow-minded. And then, like quantum physics, we too much emphasis on appearances, not the reality. Now, according to quantum physics, you see, there is huge gap, appearances and reality. The one Buddhist as a philosophy, nothing independently exists. You see, that concept very helpful. You see, to reduce very basis of exaggeration, not there. Now, some Chinese quantum physicists, they notice, who believe quantum physics, nothing independently exists. They find this strong grasping, something good and attachment, something negative, very bad, anger, fear, that reduce. Some quantum physicist, some Chinese student, they already experienced that. That's exactly the Buddhist philosophy. Nothing exists as appears. Appears something objectively. So good is good, or bad is bad. But everything not exist objectively, but much depend on observer. That's the Nagarjuna's theory. I practice that. One side, altruism. Try to reduce self-centered attitude. One, nothing exists as appears. Combine these two things, it brings peace of mind. So 84-year-old person, whole my life, I think 16, I lost my freedom. 24, I lost my own country. But hopefully, I'm one human being, quite happy human being. Thank you. All these, you see, as I mentioned earlier, same brain, same emotion, same mind, but through training and fuller knowledge, how to keep peace of mind. Then there is Shantadeva's sort of expression. when you face some problem, it is useful to analyze whether that problem can overcome or not. If that problem, through analyze, can overcome, then no need to worry. If that problem, no way to overcome, no use, too much worry. Very practical, isn't it? Very realistic, very practical. Like that. Thank you. Now some picture.